It is 18 minutes to 9. Good morning. Do you know, it's been 20 years since the author and illustrator Cressida Cowell first taught a generation of young readers, and some older ones, how to train a dragon.
Her book series sold millions of copies and inspired an Oscar-nominated film franchise as well. TV series too. Take a look.
It's Cressida, morning to you.
Good morning. I cannot believe it either, yeah? I mean, I wrote How to Train Your Dragon when I just had a baby, and there's a moment when you've just had a baby and you think, they're going to let me out of hospital with a baby? So you start finding out about babies. It could really have been How to Train Your Parent. So 20 years, yeah.
And the success of it, I remember when I didn't read the book because I was not, I'm not too old for your books because I've read your books before, but I was too old at that time. I wasn't reading children's books. But I remember seeing the film and I was mesmerised.
Yeah.
I fell in love with that story and all the sentiment behind it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it was a
hearts,
true story. I mean, it really me and my dad, you know, I'm Hiccup and Stoic is my dad. And so I put that true story, I guess, out on. I love my father so much, but I wasn't a bit like him.
Yes.
And it's based on a true place off the west coast of an island off the west coast of Scotland. It's all
inspired. You as a little girl, wasn't it?
Yes,
basically?
yeah. It was all about Viking Scotland. I didn't go to Scandinavia as a kid. But yes, that's me, yes.
How old are you there? What sort of age is that?
9, 10, that's my children going back to the island, little island called Little Colonsay.
Were you writing?
Little Colonsay, very, you know, not big Colonsay, just off Mull.
Were you writing then, at that age?
Yeah. I was writing, but not. I say to kids, not big long books like that. But I was writing little beginnings of stories.
Well, we've
and
just
things.
launched 500 words, haven't we?
Oh,
which is fabulous. So, and that's the way.
Everybody, yes, kids, please. Writing for the joy of it. I'm trying to get kids reading for the joy of it, but also writing for the joy of it is really important. So yes, please enter the 500 words competition, because school can be very schooly. Let's face it. And competitions like this can really get kids excited about writing. I won a competition when I was 9, yeah? And that's for the first... Yes, a writing competition. That was the first time that made me think, got to have very messy handwriting and not very good, let's say, imaginative spelling. Yeah, yes. But I loved writing, and winning the competition made me think that I could be a writer.
And so you at school, were you a success story at school? Obviously, you could write. But otherwise, what else was going on?
You know, I was always in trouble and very messy and disorganised. That's why I make a lot of the heroes in my stories, you know, not necessarily getting it on at school and not the person most likely to succeed and... you know, because I think children need those kind of heroes.
Yeah, it's reassuring, isn't it?
Yes,
because you can be going through a difficult time or things wrong fit in a place or whatever.
Exactly. And my new book series, Which Way to Anywhere, Which Way Around the Galaxy.
Which is the Galaxy is the new one, isn't it?
Yes.
These are the images we can see all around us.
Yes. These are the images we can see all around us, really big. That's about 4 children who are all have magical powers, because I'm trying to get children reading. So I want to write about things that they really wish were true. So all of these children have magical powers in a modern world that is not very open-minded about magic, what with one thing and another. If you've seen Stranger Things, you'll know why. Yeah.
I have, yeah.
Yes, so
the pictures are, I mean, amongst your writing obviously is wonderful, it's the core of the whole thing, but the pictures are so glorious. They're kind of, I don't know what, it's like pencil, almost like wonderful doodles, and they're sort of interspersed over the book.
Yes.
Like someone's sort of been scribbling through the book brilliantly.
Yes, but that says to kids, come in. That says, this is not, you know, this is not a schooly thing, this is not something... When I look at the Financial Times, something in my brain turns to off. And that's what it's like for a kid sometimes. If they see a book that looks really formal and structured, but if you've got these joyful illustrations and it's about you know, this is about travelling to other worlds. It's about robots as well. I noticed you were talking about
Yes, you pay
AI.
attention.
This is a happy side. You know, there's a really cute little robot in the story. It's about those joyful things and being magic and having a magical power, and having these joyful illustrations says that this is going to be a fun thing.
Cressida, do you believe in UFOs?
I've
Aliens?
sort of, because I read my book, Which Way Around the Galaxy is all about
Aliens.
UFOs and aliens.
Do you believe them? Do you believe they're aliens?
I do believe in aliens, because I like to do a lot of research into you know, I'm trying to get children reading and, you know, about and getting interested in Vikings and in this case science and things. But in order to, although it's fantasy, I do lots of research, and the research shows that there really is life at the other side. The latest research is there really is life at the other side of the universe. It's just so far away that we can't really get to it. Yeah. And the latest sort of scientific research into what it might look like is it might not look so very different from life on this planet, because in order for life to exist, it has to obey certain physical laws. So really interesting, all of the latest science on this, as well as AI. And of course, in my book, you know, it's a fantasy. One of the kids that has a magical gift of knowing where the crossing points between the worlds
Travelling,
are.
yeah.
This may not. I may have gone away from the science in that bit. Yeah.
Well,
That's okay, though, isn't it? You don't
it's
have to stick to
possible.
the science.
It may not have
possible.
been discovered yet. You may
Yeah.
be ahead of your time. You may be ahead of science.
Yes,
You
exactly.
Never know.
He's got, you know, so like in Narnia, you know,
Yes,
he's got
the doors.
Yeah, he can draw. Yeah,
It's
the
always
crossing
lovely
points
talking to you.
between the-
Thank you so much.
It's so lovely talking to you.
Thank you. Cressida Cowell, whose new book is called Which Way Round the Galaxy. Thank you.
And the pictures are fantastic.
Oh,
They're
They really
beautiful.
are.
They're
They really are.
beautiful. They're beautiful. Matt's taken a look at the weather. He always has good pictures. You well.
Exactly, and they certainly have this morning in Scotland. This is a lovely shot taken not that long ago in Perth and Kinross. Got a bit of sunshine there, broken cloud, and pleasant in the sunshine too. Back to you both.
Matt, thanks so much. It does look lovely there, actually. Matt, thanks.